There's been a good deal of criticism lately aimed at politicians who have vacationed internationally over these last few weeks, while so many in Quebec and in Canada have stayed home, have simply stayed home during this time of pandemic. And one way to understand this criticism is through the character of Moshe as presented to us in our Torah portion this week. We read of not only the birth of Moshe, but the emergence of Moshe as a leader. And as the Torah says, Vayigdal Moshe, Moshe grew up. And when the Torah describes somebody growing up, it's not only a function of age, it's a function of position, it's a function of stature, it's a function of maturity. And Moshe grows up, and the first thing he does after that description, Vayetze el achav, goes out to his brethren, Vayar basivlotam, and he saw their suffering, and in those words is the key to Moshe's leadership. Because to see the suffering of others, to understand the perspective of others, to see a situation through the eyes of others is the great test of leadership. We are given the gift of our own perspective. That's the way we live our lives. We see it through our own minds, through our own eyes. And yet the challenge of leadership is to put that aside for a moment, to understand the situation, to understand, yes, the suffering and the challenges of others, and the expectation of leaders, certainly in contemporary times where we're 24 hours looking at the lives and analyzing the decisions and the lifestyles of leaders, is to see not only their decisions and legislations reflecting an understanding of the suffering of others, but decisions that they make in their own lives reflecting that they have this understanding as well. That's what made Moshe the great leader, the ability to emerge from the palace, to see his brothers and sisters suffering, and to conduct his life based on their life experience, based on their suffering, in addition to his own perspective, to see it through their eyes, through the people he led as well. Stay healthy, stay well, and stay connected.